my guys were reminding me that when I had COVID and I did the Himalayan salt and I put it in my nose and I clear my nostrils and I clear my channels, I was able to breathe properly. I wasn't able to breathe at all. And it was, I know some people say, oh, Vicks, girl. No, get you some Himalayan water. The magic happens for your body, for your physical appearance, for your inner appearance. Not only that, we're getting to the point where we are letting things go in our life.
We're going to it. Talking about what we have detoxed this year, right? What we set up for next year, right? What we are cleansing. I love that word, cleansing. Because we're about to tell y'all something. We had this past week off and we did a lot to cleanse it. So we have a lot to share with you all, and it's beautiful because we're going into this new year right. But before we do that, I was about to say right and tight. Yeah. Get it right, get it tight. Yeah. It just came. But to our hostesses with the mostesses, before we get started, you guys know me. I am the Divine Willow, your universal teacher, here to be a student of life with you, learning it, living it, and giving it every day. Praise Allah for his blessings. Also, to our beautiful, beautiful sun goddess. You all know. Look at her, pretty in pink. Check her out. Take a look for a minute, y'all. DeAnna, ready to share her love with you all and her wisdom every day. You know how she breaks it down. Well, she's going to break down December 31st, 2021. And everything that came before. She's going to break it down for you today. So you want it, you got it, share it, and she's going to break it down. She'll help you out with the things you thought you worked out. That's all I got to say. And to our moon goddess, beautiful, radiant, the light, bringing it to you. This girl works tirelessly day in and night for everybody. Everybody, starting for herself, her family, her community, and the universal world. Our moon goddess, Jessie. Oh my goodness, girl. You rocking it. I love this. And amazing. How are you all doing? How's it going?
Awesome, awesome. What you talking about? What you talking about? We have Misty and Tiffany watching us live. Hey, girl.
Hey,
Queen.
girls. Love you guys.
Hey, goddesses. Hey, queens. Welcome.
Right. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
It's getting real, really fast. Really, it's very quick.
What? I don't fast is an understatement.
Right. This is what happens when we take these off, okay? or this is what happens when all three of us are doing so much deep work and cleansing. You know, we come back, we be like, what? We got something to share with y'all. What? We're all hype. Because yesterday, y'all was not hype, trust. And your girl was crying, was all up under the bed. Not in the bed, but under the bed.
Yeah, same here. 2 days ago.
Right.
My brother Norman was consoling me. and the thing that got, say that again.
Go ahead.
I got a threat in my house, and they said to me, if I disappear for 8 hours again, they're going to send me to the emergency room and a crazy doctor. So that's what happens when your girl is like deep healing for the world. Disappear for 8 hours healing. So my husband just said it. He said, you know what? The last time you were doing this, you were pacing around the house, you were gone for 8 hours. And you know what it is? I was getting ready for today, for the year-end party. There has been so much stuff that has come through that I had to constantly say to myself, you need to deep breathe. You got to go breathe. Go in that corner and breathe. Just breathe there. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Like, no, wait, 4. 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been to the Himalayas with with meditation with Grandmaster. He don't be playing in. He goes in. That just, whew, my spirit is like, it jumps when it hears him. Man, so before we get into anything, let me just put on my glasses, because we have so much stuff to talk about. We have so much stuff to break down and do it. So let's do it. Jump in, girl. Jump into the portal.
Oh, check it out.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to give you the 222 look. I woke up like this. Okay.
I'm loving it.
I woke up like this. Oh,
So first of all,
love it.
dropping ball, right? Last night we went into this amazing place. Oh, thank God for Zoom. Zoom. Seriously. Last night we were in a powerful family gathering with my MM2 family, manifesting miracle family / portal family / feminine flame family. Queen, you were there, but we mentioned your name like 20 times. We went on space and came back. There was card readings. Our guys took us on a journey. So yeah, let's get ready. Let's do it.
I'm pulling up the list from last night.
If you have, yeah, we're making a list, and get ready, because we're gonna have, at the end of the show, you're gonna have a list of things that you want to burn out of your life, and a list of things that you're calling into your life for 2022. So yeah, we set up the vibe. We went to, by the way, my guys say, give me your hands. Let's go on to this portal together. You're gonna hop into the portal of feminine flame, and we're gonna take you on a journey of 222.
She did it. She jumped in the portal.
221. But before that, say that.
That was powerful. You took us and jumped into the portal. You just jumped into the portal. That was strong.
And wait, when she was talking behind you, Angela, it was 222. The time was 222 when she went in the portal.
That was too powerful. That was powerful.
Tiffany said, wait for us, Jesse, wait for us. Don't be leaving. Oh my gosh, queens. It's so much that we gotta say today. I'm so excited. Who wants to go first?
So okay, so let's say first of all, now we know a pilot. Tamika is a pilot, and she is on our MM2 family. And yeah, we're going to places. T, you know how much I love you. Tink, you know how much I love you. I don't even need to say it. And all of my family. And these, by the way, are family that Master put together in different parts of the world. And this is why I get to be so grateful. From a depressed person walking at the bank to, like, I'm sorry, going on a journey with 2 Himalayan yogis. What is going on? Going to the Himalayas in the morning. What? So yeah, my run with the guys was insane. And D of Finance, she's like, I'm laughing so much because you have a speak to you guys. I was like, of course I have a back office with the guys. Can you imagine the kind of information that I have to keep in storage. Hello, I'm a mom of three. I have two C-section. I'm trying to do a cartwheel and a do a headstand,
Oh, we lost
curl
you.
my body, cook dinner, go to do laundry. Hello, let's go. Let's.
Oh yeah, D-Rope,
I,
calm down, Jesse. You're totally in the portal.
yes,
Yes, and we
yes.
talked about it. We talked about it before the show about a few hours ago that we have to calm down. And I'm trying to not hold my breath, but just breathe it deep while looking normal. And Jesse's she's out there, but she's coming back. She's gonna come back with us. But yeah, she's holding it down with all the lists that she was given. Tell about the things she does as a mother, and she shows up for herself here, not just here, but every day. When we talk about here, we're talking about all the things that we do every day. Because what we like you guys to just focus on today is not that we're going into the new year, what we did this year to prepare for that new year. How many of you all can answer the question, how I have prepared, or better yet, am I prepared for 2022? And what did you do? What did you do? You know, with all the things, as everyone, as women, yes, we have so much to accomplish in one day, like Jessie was just explaining, right? Cooking dinner, getting homework done, getting everybody up, getting everyone ready. You know what I mean? Taking care of the laundry, taking care of cleaning a house consistently, especially when you have more than one child. If this is speaking from a woman who has raised three boys, so yeah, oh my gosh. And it's something. It's something. The things that you have to take and keep yourself in play every day. You know. So I'm interested. This is one of the parts that I wanted to hear what everyone has done. What have you all done this year to prepare for 2022? Because it's already set. And remember, how we do anything is how we do everything. So I would love to hear that. I would love to hear that.
Well, I would definitely love to share just this week, okay?
Oh, let's hear it, sweet.
Not even just the whole year, because
This week
this
is perfect.
week, oh my gosh, for me, I mean, okay, I have not. Well, first of all, my moon cycle came. Yay! I was so excited. It came a week before I thought it was going to. I was very, very excited. And then my first day was like, okay, it was cool. I wasn't really emotional or anything like that. But then, like, that second day was okay as well. And then I'm thinking I'm all good, girl. I went to sleep like normal, and I had my heating pad and all that good stuff. You know how we do it. And the ones that don't, now you do, okay? Now you do. And I had the heating pad on, and it was all gravy. And then I was moving, and then when I position, I wake up. I always wake up when I move because I don't like to pull the covers. I've been like that for a couple years now. I don't like to pull the covers because when you move and the covers are on you, and if you have a partner in the bed with you, and took all the covers off of them. So I have been conscious of being mindful whenever I move. I literally make sure the covers are not on me, and then I move. So I did that. But since I did that, I woke up, and then immediately I got like a huge pain in my belly, and it was like, what? Okay. And it was so strong that my legs began to go numb. And so I'm like, I need to get up. I can't be laying down. I can't. And I tried to get up. I could barely get up. I got to the end of the bed. The room began to spin. And then I was literally like just barely using the wall to get into the bathroom. And I went into the bathroom, and then, there's more. I threw up. I'm on my girl time. And then all of a sudden I had diarrhea. So I'm like, okay, really? And then it felt like I was giving birth
Hmm.
in the midst of vomiting and everything else. And then I was thinking about, okay, I don't want any more kids. I thought that. And no more kids, because if this is the way it's going to be without an epidural, because I had an epidural the first time, without an epidural, I do not want kids. And I was in there for about 45 minutes doing all of that, throwing up and all that pain. It was so intense. And on the other side of it, I asked my guides, what do I need to learn from that? I mean, because I felt that it was literally a purge. It was a purge of everything inside of me that was stuck, my limiting beliefs, my blockages, all of those things, me not feeling worthy. Because it has never been like this, never been this hard and tough. So it was literally almost a physical manifestation of all the things that I was purging before 22 came. 2022 came. And that was just that day. Then another day, my tennis elbow and carpal tunnel was flaring up, and that I haven't been doing that. It's been all gravy. It's been great. I haven't had any pain. And if anyone of you have ever had nerve pain, that's what I was experiencing it. I mean, it was like my shoulders, my forearms, my elbow, my wrists, right above my knees, the back, my hamstrings, as well as my ankles. And it was so bad that when I was talking, because I was telling people, because I was supposed to go to a meeting, I was like, okay, guys, I can't come to the meeting because I'm in so much pain. And I'm like, normally it hurts if I'm talking. I'm like, wait, it does hurt. And I'm talking. I said, I got to go. I can't even talk to you guys. That's how much it was. The vibration, or the energy of my voice was causing my nerves to hurt. So this week has been such a huge detoxification and purging session for me, to where I know 22 is not going to be no joke. 22 is going to be on fire. 22 is going to be the best year yet for me. And then my guys gave me that I wasn't just going through what I went through for me only. I went through it for Angela, for Jesse, for all of you watching, for my family, for my daughter, for everyone. I was purging. And no, I don't want to go through it again. No. Oh my gosh. But I'm glad that I did. And I'm glad that I'm at the point of my evolution to where I was able to see it for what it truly was and not be angry about it, or hateful or any of that, or prideful or any of that stuff.
Or why me?
Yes, no victim, none of that stuff. I immediately came on the other end and was like, what are you showing me? And even still, I'm still getting downloads on what they were showing me. I'm at the point to where I'm trusting and surrendering. So even if they don't show me, I know that I got it, because you know how sometimes we're like, okay, I need to see it for me to know this truly happening. I'm in that mindset state of, y'all don't even have to show me what I need to learn. I got you. I got it. I'm trusting you and I'm surrendering and I got it.
Wow. D. And just to add something in there, Jesse and I felt what she was going through. Because I was like, I didn't know what time it was, but I got cramps in my left calf. And I was like, what? I was fine. I'm thinking, why is this happening? And then my stomach, a while later, my stomach started. And we felt. And then we start healing. And the first thing I went in, of course, when something takes place, self-assessment is first. So I'm like, all right, what did I do? I was going through a list. I was thinking about my day. I was thinking about or who was around me. Because when I go through my self-check and I clear, like check, everything's good, then I'm like, wait a minute. All right, so who was around me today? Then I'm checking everything. What did I walk into? What did I pick up? And because that was like straight out of the blue. But to show the greatness of the universe, that pain connected me to what I had to see, something in myself. And I was like, so when she told me hers, and then the next day I'm crying and going through like whoosh. I mean, the spirit, this universe was just ripping it up and putting it back together, and then ripped it up again and put it back together. And it was doing it in a matter of moments, one moment after the next moment after the next moment. It blew up and came together, and I was sitting on my bed crying, just crying. And my brother came in, he's consoling me. He's like, wait, what you doing? And he's like, all right, just talk it out. And I'm telling him the things that I've learned about myself, that pushing people away, of not taking family and friends for granted, being scared of being so hurt that I actually was calling myself protecting myself, but I actually was pushing people away because I didn't want to get touched by that pain that hurt me before. I didn't even know this existed, but the universe took it, ripped it up and brought it, and I'm just sitting there and I'm choking on and everything. Ugly cry. I couldn't stop. But then I said, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this. Because that means I don't make one more step in this, what I'm in. Thank you. And my brother looked at me and he was like, wait, you're thanking it? I'm like, heck yeah. Yes. Praise Allah. Thank you. Because these cleansing moments that we're having is beautiful. And to do what Dee was speaking about, that's surrendering. And that's staying a part of the high vibration, saying thank you, I'm here, or asking those questions we talked about all year. Those good questions. All right, what am I supposed to learn from this? Going within, not running away from it, not shutting it up in a closet anymore, not putting it in a case and putting whatever chains and locks that you can around and throwing away the key. No. Seriously looking at it and being grateful and thankful for that upliftment, for that level, because we needed that to level up. And we did that all week. We actually had to talk to each other and say, all right, we should have this week because we all cleansing. We're all cleansing. And that's how because we didn't plan to take the week off before this week, but that's how it came about. We systematically saw what each of us was cleansing and going through and letting go. So, all right, we need this time. And boy, has it been a week. As Dee was explaining, you hear one story, you hear them all.
I'm back, guys. Hold on.
Hey.
Great.
So many lessons, so many opportunities, so many time to cleanse. And the thing about this is that we're not hiding anymore. It's coming through, and we're like, oh, okay, well, I thought we worked that out, so okay, well, let's talk about it now. Okay, all right, well, and when that happens, we have to really clear it so that we don't end up at the end of the day or at the end of the year looking back and like, oh my God, I have to like work out so many things. But if you have that kind of moment, put that in a piece of paper and work all of that out. Everything that you want to get rid of, that you want the universe to take care of. And then the things, we said that in the beginning, but I wanted to share my tea tags of today. After I came back from the park, I made myself a tea, and the tea had two. One that was in the bag that said perfect energy this is from the brand Yogi. And know that you are a child of the universe. That came in the bag that says vanilla spice, perfect energy. So your perfect energy, you are a child of the universe. So come on now, be strong, be amazing. The one thing that we learned this year in Feminine Flame in 2021 is that the power is within. And we get to be as powerful as we want. If we put in the work, the loving. If we don't put in the loving, so that we stay, you know, in another place that we don't want to stay in, because we're running into 222. And then the other one is a ginger tea, and it's be guided, listen to the whispers of the universe. So listen to the whispers of the universe, because we come in pack. I love that you share that, by the way, because yesterday when I was speaking to Linda, when we were in that call that Dee's speaking about, that she couldn't make it into the call. Linda, before Angela comes to the call, Linda says, so how has your energy been in these past few days? And I said, girl, all my body wanted to do after energy healing was take a nap. Go for that walk, do some energy healing on everybody that is sick, and take a nap. Because that was it. And that is, so we're talking about the retrograding, we're talking about all of that stuff. So she was like, girl, we got to get ready for the 4th, and tomorrow it will be a perfect day for everybody to start getting ready for 2022. And I was telling her that, I was sharing that with her, that, you know, I set my intentions, I put out my offerings for the energies of the universe, and I put out my fruits, I put out my lights, the water, you name it, all the good energy out there for you and for everyone. And you want to hear something savage? We're gonna count how many times Jessie says amazing tomorrow on the show. And if you can guess how many times, I was like, oh, okay, that's it. You know, we were having that moment. These like, oh yeah, I heard the chat between you and them.
Oh, I love y'all. That's all I gotta say. I love y'all so much. And you know what? I think I have both of those teas. I think I had the ginger one, and what was not the vanilla one. I don't have that one, but I had the ginger one. Fire. Okay, fire. That's all I gotta say is fire. You know.
You know that I was ringing Mulan so many times, and I need to ring her again. She wants me to ring her out. We cannot go the end of the year without Miss Mulan coming out, and you know, because you know, generational stuff out the way.
Exactly. I I had something else that I wanted to share as well too, and of course it's gone. It's gone. Let's say something that we've learned. The biggest thing that we've learned in 2021. Angela?
I read something that I was actually trying to learn the whole year and I didn't know what it was. Has anyone ever had a lesson that you don't know what it is, but you got to learn something? It was given it to me today. I was like, really? And in it, because I use yoga to cleanse myself. I use yoga to strengthen. You know, I use yoga to stay calm and peaceful. And it told me that yoga is used to clear. Actually, you know what? I want to get it right. Hold on, give me a second. All the positions you learn in yoga are done in order to learn how to not take positions in life. That hit me. I was like, because that was me in a nutshell. I was taking a lot of positions this year that actually set me on a road or an energy where I needed to be. Because remember, there is no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. So wherever you find yourself, you'll find yourself where you can solve the issues you need to solve best. You'll find yourself right there. So embrace and love. enjoy them, be grateful for them. So when I heard that finally today, I was like, it just summed it all up. My whole year just went whoosh. Because there was a lot of positions that I took this year, a lot of positions that I didn't realize that I was taking against others, against myself, that it actually set me to stay in a vibration that I kept saying all year I did not want to be in. Little did I know, it kept me in there. And when I read that today, I was like, you gave it to me on the last day of the year. But I was actually given it in pieces throughout the entire year, because I would not have understood this today if I didn't go through what I did all year. So yes, you know how we get into I like this, I don't like that, and we all the things that we say, those are spells that we're putting out there, And I binded myself with this pressure, this weight all year, and I realized that weight was not allowing me to move and walk forward easily. Through my practices and dumping things, I would ease up and take a couple of steps, ease up. But it was like doing this. And then I realized after getting that, I was like, and then I said a prayer and it lifted. I lifted. Because once it told me to get clear, it told me to see life with fresh eyes, every situation, every moment with fresh eyes, a fresh perspective, and love and honor it. I was like, that's it. And a weight lifted off my heart. And I said a prayer. And once I said that prayer and jumped into that portal, it just went like this. Whoosh. So happy. So happy. So yes, be careful the positions that we take in life. And meet life with fresh eyes, every moment with fresh eyes. Oh. Jess? Man. Am I
I learned so much to trust myself, to know myself, and to know how powerful I truly am. And I wrote these things down at a first that I was going to need it for today. So, and we're gonna drop in the chat the 11-day challenge that Master is going to be doing, because that is something that your girls are going to be doing since Angela spoke about that. Y4M, Yoga for Manifestation. If you've never been to one of those, prepare yourself. And we're gonna find out, Master's new hair dude. I'm so excited for that. A lot of us know why he cut his hair. I know that we're excited to know more deeper into it. But on day 3 of 11-day yoga challenge, and I mentioned day 3 because I woke up to sun salutation this morning with Grandmaster and all of that. So on day 3 of Yoga for Manifestation, I learned the sun salutation. And today I was reminded of how important it is in my life, of how important yoga and other practices and all the energies that I invoke and all the energies that I allow do with through us and with us. And it's feminine flame is a reflection of that energy, because we are bringing balance, not only balance, but harmony to the world by having feminine flame, by coming from the Himalayan mountains. Even though some of us have never been to the Himalayas physically, but knowing that we have the Himalayas to back us up and to be part of it, how magical it is to have, my guys were reminding me that when I had COVID and I did the Himalayan salt and I put it in my nose and I clear my nostrils and I clear my channels, I was able to breathe properly. I wasn't able to breathe at all. And it was, I know some people say, oh, Vicks, girl. No, get you some Himalayan water. The magic happens for your body, for your physical appearance, for your inner appearance. Not only that, we're getting to the point where we are letting things go in our life because a new year is approaching. Not only a new year is approaching, but a new era is approaching. And we need to, we come prepared with that. So I was like, wait, what? Come again? So I wrote all of these things down back then. And what I wrote was to help as many people as possible, to share lots of positive vibes, to develop a business online where I could help more women and men, because both of us have the energy of feminine flame, which is the male and the female energy. And that's what we represent. That's what a feminine flame represents in our life, in your life, and in all of our lives. So this is the tribe that's going to bring you that kind of energy. My energy is bringing success to others around the world. My energy is bringing success to others around the world. I repeated that 108 times to myself. Building a team, a very powerful team, to go where no other team has ever been to. And I can now say that I've been into that universal portal where I have dipped into this amazing energy. There she goes again. And so these energies that I have never been able to tap into. So yeah, 2021 was a freaking magical year for me. And yeah, I went into a very deep portal up in there. It was deep. It was strong, guys. It was very strong. My face is red.
I'm over here laughing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I resonate greatly with both of you have said. So I second all of that. And I'm gonna add some stuff to it though too, right? Recently, the guides shared with me that my moon time allowed me to be in a state of shadow work. And being that that's what this week has been, for me, it's because I literally cried when I was going from being on birth control to regulate my moon cycle to not. Because when I wasn't, I was not nice. I didn't feel like I had control. And being a mother, I did not want to be mean to my daughter just because I was PMSing, because my hormones were moving, you know. So this is really big for me, really growth, because I cried, you guys. I was like, no, I'm gonna be on birth control forever because I'm never gonna be regular, and I'm not gonna be mean and disrespectful or snap like that to people. I did not like myself when I was like that. However, now being on the other side of it, because changing my diet changed that as well too. It made me regular, and this journey has made me regular, and now the guys are like, boo, it's your shadow work time during your moon time. I'm like, okay, I see y'all. And I'm at the point to where I can say it's not scary to me anymore. The mindset of that I had to be in control is gone. I am like water now when I'm on my moon cycle, you know. And when I'm triggered, I will express it as best as I can. and try to work through it, analyze it. Why did when Angela said this, I felt like this? Or why when Jesse said this, why did I feel this way? And, just really go deep with it, so I can truly see it under a magnifying glass, to truly know. Because like what Angela said, there's things that I thought that were okay, that I had purged and fixed or forgave. And it still wasn't. And even if it's just a little bit, it's still there. So this week has allowed me to really go deep within myself, to be honest with myself. That has been such a huge thing for me too, guys. I used to be so oblivious of who I was and even my actions and what I did and stuff like that, And now I'm like, okay, you ate chips yesterday and you're wondering why. your joints feel crazy because you just ate chips, boo. So now I can have those talks with myself and not be like judgmental, but be real, be honest, be vulnerable, be loving, and truly see. Okay, so it is okay if so-and-so triggers you, if your twin flame triggers you. It's okay, because honestly, they're not triggering you. It's not them. It's something in you that you're still trying to get out of you, So let's go deep, boo. Let's go deep. Let's get to the root of it. Let's go deep. Don't just mow the line. Don't just, you need to get deep in the earth to the root of it and pull it out. Kiss it some too. Give it some hugs. I see you. I honor you. I thank you. I love you. And now we're going to transmute you. And you'll be so much more beautiful. Yes, bye. You know how when you let a balloon go, which I do not commend or suggest anyone do that, because that affects the oceans if you didn't know. But you let that
You're gonna
balloon
burn it.
Yes, you see it go. Yes,
The acid go.
yes. So that's my biggest lesson, I would say. Because even though I thought it was something that was this week, triggering thing that's been, or me not knowing myself or accepting myself, forgiving myself, loving myself, and straight up okay being myself. Boom. Okay, if you want to cut your hair, boo, cut it. Be you. If you want to dye it, because I've been thinking, I'm like, ooh, I saw some red hair on a chocolate sister the other day. And I'm like, that was fire, because I want red hair. I read your lips, Jess. You said me too. And it's funny that we're talking about, I got on the subject of hair, because in another chat, we were talking about cutting our hair. Someone else was saying, I think I want to shave my head. And I immediately, my guy said, D, shave your head. So I'm going to do that tonight. And I hadn't told the flame yet. They just found out with you right now. I'm going to shave all of my hair off. I might not show you. I'm not there yet. I'll show them too. I might not show everybody else. But it's so much healing in that. For me, at least. I mean, because, yes. Go ahead, unmute, Jesse. I see you. I see you. I see
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm like, what? Hold on. What? Okay. So they was like, breathe. We told you this morning. We told you that there were going to be somebody else that was going to shave their head. So why are you acting crazy? So, because hello, like, I need a minute. Like, what? Okay, so when I woke up, let's go back to Master, right? So when I saw Master's picture, right? When I saw Master's picture, I was like, wait, what? I'm sorry. Okay, I see you. And then the guys were talking, right? And then they were like, Nicole also shaved her hair again. And that's another transformation and another evolution, another, breaking moment for the femme and for the lioness chat and all those breaking moments that we're having. And it's just amazing how, we're taking from one level to the next level to the next level, right? With magical time. They said elemental magic, right? And then they were like, oh, okay, well, that there's going to be another one, surprise. So I was, I knew there was another one, but I was like, close, probably somebody else famous that's going to shave their hair. What? Another famous person in the front of you? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so
I mean, oh my gosh, it's going to be so, because even when you were talking about it, um, I'm about to cry. I mean, that's how deep it is for me at this point. For me to be who I am, no matter what, no matter who accepts me, who likes me, who wants to hang with me, who cannot handle me being crying, me being happy, me being on fire. I'm gonna shave my head. I don't care if you don't like me with my hair, without my hair, me being thick, me being skinny, me eating meat, me not eating meat. I do not care. I'm gonna be me. So that's what I got, Jesse, when you said despite. And then just think of how much, when I look at myself in the mirror, how much I'm going to see myself and I'm going to love me no matter what. I've been searching for this, guys.
So much. I love you so much.
I've been searching for this all my life. I felt like I've been rejected. But it wasn't them, it was me. I always rejected myself. Not anymore. It stops this week. I did not vomit and almost birthed something in the bathroom on Tuesday. For me not to love me. For me not to, no matter me having a tire. It don't matter. I'm still a goddess. I'm still a queen. With hair, without hair. Are y'all ready for 2022? That's all I got to say for everyone watching. Get ready. Rise up, stand up. Quit being scared. Quit staying in your comfort zone. Get out of it. Love yourself, know yourself, accept yourself. Be you, do you. You know, the minute you become your authentic self, your vibrational frequency literally sets your house on fire, your neighborhood on fire, your state, your country, this world. So be your authentic self. And I wasn't even trying to talk this much today. I love y'all. Boom. You ain't ready. Okay, I'm gonna hit mute. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Get
Who's
ready.
next? Who's next?
Get
Tag
ready.
your head. Tag your
Okay.
head. Who's
I'm
next?
it. I'm it. You all. Yes. Oh my goodness. Fear. Fear is the cause of a lot of our holding back on ourselves. And I didn't even realize how much the regime of just what was teaching us in society, to the TV, to the radio, to people talking on the airwaves. It's just fear, controlling the thoughts, our natural, innate who we are, to make you think like it's something else. Like it's something to be scared of, to stop you from growing, to stop you from being who you are. You're already it. We're just being aware of it, becoming aware and recognizing it, and then accepting it. Accept it. I'm telling you, what we all went through this week and what have been going through, it changed instantly the moment we said, all right, yes, and it went blue. We were in a meeting last night. Beautiful meeting Jesse was speaking about. Cards were pulled. We had 6 divine cards pulled. The spirit told me each of us prayed and got a card. 6 people in the room. Actually, there was a 7th, but the 7th was there as a referee, a monitor, to hold the power in place. I said, all right. And that's why she had her dog. I said, all right. We got to the 5th card, and when the 6th card was coming, it got changed at the last minute. Twice. First it said flip it upwards, then it said flip it the other way, then it said no, change it all together. In that change, someone, I was trying to see if it was me. Someone had something, a blockage, and it changed. That was like a minute change. And once they heard the other 5 cards, it went shoot. I felt the spirit and it cleared. It went like, and then a new card was pulled. That's how fast it is. Just change your mind. It's time to change your mind time. Believe in who you are. Love yourself. Know that your authority is within. We just didn't see it. And a lot of fear is set in place to just cover it up, to put a mask over, make you scared to look at yourself. But then once you go, hey, I'm not afraid of this. Oh, this is beautiful. And then you see, you go, yes, it goes just like that. Just like that. So even the things that we think are not going to heal quickly, or it's too late. How can I change this? Just say it and watch. It goes like this. Doesn't that just hope? Doesn't it? That's all we got to do. Step up to the plate. Step up to the plate. Step up to the plate. All right, I'm passing it. Passing it. Tag, you're it.
Welcome to 2022. See what you got for 2021? Welcome to 22. Man, energy, like Grandmaster says, energies are powerful today. Woo! Let's take a deep breath and drink some water. Because wow. We're gonna have to tell our audience that they need to more water time and more breathing time. By the way, I was running today and I was running with a different coach. Don't know who that coach was, but I was running with a different coach. I'm talking about a different guy. Running with a different coach, right? And it was intense. I was like, whoa, no stop. It was just running from my house to the park, from the park to my house. No stop, just go to say hi to my local Herbalife place where I used to go with my best friend. So I went to say bye to him. I went to say good hi to him. I went to say, hey, so he was saying, hey, what are you doing in the park? Oh, I see, getting all that good energy to start the new year. I said, you know, that's right. Hello. Let's go clear some energy to the park. Let's come back home and let's do it again. But now, all jokes aside, I was like, wow, this is insane. And then I'm like, well, no wonder I needed to go to the park and run, because this show is hot. The flames are very hot today. And if you don't have yourself a ritual for the year, please flame on. They kept saying to me, flame on, earlier when I was running, flame on. I was like, okay, let's flame on more. This was deep, guys. This was really deep. 2021 was deep, was it? We're not playing in 2022. So 2021 was deep. It's gonna be even deeper. But you know what? You got the girls. We break it and put it back together all in one show, all in 1 hour. We break you, pull you back, like, oh my God. So somebody opened a portal yesterday and showed me something so cool. But let me show you a visual of it. I was running and the portal was in the sky. It was very, very bright. People were going inside the portal and they were, so sort of like 2021, learning your lessons, leaving the disease, the energies behind, and so crazy, right? So the people will go into the portal and they'll come out of the portal like happy, amazing, talking about NFT, talking about like amazing energy, talking about, I was like, wait, what kind of portal did we open? So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be another day, huh? I'm excited. I'm excited. Are you guys as excited as I am? How come we haven't gotten to the chat today, Queen? How come we haven't gotten to the chat and see what the chat is saying? Because what?
Girl, you know I'm in it. I'm laughing. Tink was talking about love the energies, and I'm like, I love you, Tink. You know them energies, boo. You know how we do it. And she was Tiffany put flame on. Exactly. And before that, there was 44 comments. I'm like, 44 comments, guys, boom, you know. So you know we in the chat. You know we in the chat. Well, at least I am. You know what, guys? I challenge everyone that's watching us live and all watching us on the replay. I challenge you to go live on somewhere on your social media and talk about what you've learned in 2021. Be vulnerable. You know, something, because let's say it this way. One of your friends or the ones that are following you could be literally wanting to commit suicide today. But they need to hear your struggles, what you went through, what you've grown through. They need you. They need you. So go on your page today and share. You don't have to share everything. Share whatever is on your heart. And tag us. Tag the flames. So we can comment, so we can see it, so we can come give you some loving. But do that. Do that. Be vulnerable. If you didn't know, vulnerability is a superhero power. It's a power. Flame on. EPC, what else was I going to say? I think that was it for the moment. Oh, no, something else. Okay. Guys, me doing the work that I did this week, allowed me to be so open to my guides. They was just spitting it. They was like, I'm like, what? Okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, I just said that. Okay. And then I would forward it because I was doing what Jesse was doing. I have a chat for my guides too, where lately I've just been saying stuff. You know, when it comes to me, I'm just recording it so I can have it quickly and I don't have to write it down and have to figure out how to spell a word. None of that, no blockage. Just say it. If it's not correct English, it don't matter. Just say it. Just be you, do you, and be okay with who you are. And say it. So with me removing those blockages, because that's what it was, I was detoxing, I got closer to them. And they were just flowing. Even today in the 1008 chat, I don't normally talk in that chat. And today I've been like, you know what? And then someone else said something. I'm scared about this. You know what? What? And they was like, D, where you been? I'm like, I was in the 108 chat. They was like, oh my gosh, D, what? And I'm saying that to say is that because I had that blockage, just what I said to you about vulnerability, people need to hear some things through you, through specifically Jesse, through specifically Angela. They need to hear it through you because your experiences, they could be going through the same thing. That one person out of the billion people that are on this planet, one other person needs to hear it from you. So when I wasn't allowing source, my guides, my magical personality, my higher self, whatever words resonate with you, to just flow through me, I'm literally blocking other people. So not only am I blocked, I'm keeping them blocked. because I'm scared to be me. So be you, boo. No matter what. Be you. Be you. And shoot, them guys gonna be dropping it. Be like, you know what? You're gonna be in the car and they're gonna say, turn left. And you're gonna turn left. And you'll be like, what? Ain't no cars this way. I'm chilling. Or what? They're gonna say all of a sudden you see someone on the side of the road and they look like they not of something. And you're gonna help them and give them or something. Can you spare me $1? And you give it to them. And next thing you turn around, there's $1 million in your bank account. $1 million, because it multiplies. So be you, do you, be kind to yourself and to others. Who's next? Pass it on.
Oh my God. Yes, yes. Be you, do you, and don't be afraid. Oh my goodness. Don't think that you have to be all right all the time. No, no. Being all right is accepting your shadows. Accept your shadow. Let it come out. It's tired of you ignoring it. Give it some love. Give it the love that it needs. That's how. It's both in our learning and in our growing. Oh my goodness. And yeah, we'll love it. We'll love up on it. But you're going to love up on it first because you're going to let it out. And it's not going to be as big as you think. It only grows big and ugly because we are ignoring it. That's why it grows big and ugly and deformed and twisted with time. Because it's sitting there just wanting to get out. Recognize. Love me. Release me. Let me go. And transmute it to light. That's all. And any and everybody out there who's feeling that and resonates with that, they're going to be like, they understand me. You'll get their attention. There are people on the brink right now about to say, I'm done. Can't do this. I used to think about all the individuals that had beautiful, magnanimous individuals with awesome talents that in their last moment, they had no one to speak to. They had no one to say boo to. And just said, that's it, I'm gone. You know how empty it has to feel? That you feel that there's just nothing. So when we reach out, when we are vulnerable, we talk about ourselves and we just say it. It reaches who it's supposed to reach. And we heal. We heal ourselves. We heal millions of others all the time. All the time. And we just got to not be afraid. Not be afraid of that shadow in the corner. That shadow in the corner trying to get your attention. It only looks like a shadow because we've ignored it a long time. So then we're going to bring it into the light. And we're going to heal from it. Oh my goodness, you all. So you don't have to be all right all the time. Everybody say, how are you? I'm all right. I'm all right. Really? Like Jesse went. Take a look. Take a look. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. A lot of light is in there. All of light is in there. Yeah. You all, we need a card.
Queen. So hold on, girl. Park it over there. Hold on.
Holding
it.
it.
Hold on.
I see it.
Hold on. I love you so much.
It went. Did you? Go ahead.
So somebody said to me when first of all when you were sharing and you were talking about the guides, I have an activation for us today that the guides gave me for all of us. So as I said, hold on to your diapers. It's okay. It's all good. So when you were sharing about the guys, how chatty they are and how they really come out, somebody said, just call Alexa, and that's what the people want. They want you to say, hi, how are you? So like if you call the guy and they want Alexa to answer, so I was like, oh my God, hold on, she's gonna love this. Hold on. So they're like, that's what they want. That's what people want. They want you to call. You call your guides and they want Alexa to come out and be like, but your guys are going to give you the voice that you're going to recognize. But wouldn't it be cool, though, if you call in your guys and it'll be like in the Alexa voice? Queen Savage today on the end of the year.
Okay, I'm gonna get them. They are definitely savage, okay? But you know what? I love it. I love it. I mean, that's straight fam right there. You know, that's like, you know how it's funny because I had a work brother and he was like, D, you let me know if I have like spinach in my teeth. I said, cause you can't just be rolling around like that, bro. And sometimes I'd be like, come here, you got something in your nose. He's like, you're not my mom. I'm like, nah, clean your nose, boo. You know, that's how your guys need to be. And that's how they are because they're family. That means they love you. They're going to share all this stuff with you. Hello. It's like your house is next to a library, but you never go in it. You don't have no card. The guys, they're the library. Get your library card out your pocket, boo, and call them. Call them. And right when you pick up the phone and you trying to call Jesse, no, say, oops, sorry. Guides, Alexa. Right, Alexa. And they'll go, like she does on your phone. Yes. Why is it or whatever? Why is my neighbor playing the drums? Just me. Why is he playing the drums? And then Alexa's like, because he's
taken into a shamanic journey.
I love it. I heard the other day, because you need to learn patience, DeAnna. Thank you very much. Right, because hello, others might be lost, but that does not mean they're not teaching you a lesson, boo.
It's so subtle sometimes. And it teaches a lesson like, boom. You're like, where'd that come from?
Oh, it's not subtle because that brother, he is either Sheila E's brother.
Not the drums.
Okay. He is Sheila E's brother because he be. And sometimes I be like, wait. I said, where the symbols? Sometimes I can't help but jam with them, for real. I jam with them. Just be pointing. Yep. Them folks back in behind the, okay. Guys, we are having a blast. We are having a blast.
Sometimes I think my guys just sitting down playing poker sometimes and doing this. All right, she's listening. Angela's listening. Angela's listening. Fine. I think sometimes I'm like, she listening? All right, let's go.
Put the cards down.
Always there. Always there. Always there, always talking, always touching, always doing it. All right, let's get some coffee. She's going through something right now. And then they come back and boom. Then sometimes they'll tap other guys. They'll tap these guys. They'll tap Jesse's guys and say, we got to team up for a second. Man.
You know, when we share about our guys, the people in their audience or people that have never heard somebody speak about, this is what they want me to say right now, so I'm going to say it because they were like, some people that never been into your show are going to think, yeah, you guys are crazy. Well, welcome to Crazy Town. Yes, we do speak to our guys like they're physically here helping us, because guess what? They are here. They're inside and they're outside, and they go through it every single time. Yes, we are, boo. And let me just tell you, so last night, they had me thinking about this because they were like, we put your training for a feminine flame at a 10x sometimes. Mm-hmm. And the reason why we do this is because sometimes not only do you physically help somebody here in New Jersey and New York and Kansas and Philadelphia, and you have listeners from all over the world that are in different situations, in their different state of mind, different state, and we're able to switch and shift and turn and twist all of the energies teach them from grade 0 to 100, no, 240 years old, because guess what? Our body, our vessel can get to 240, but so crazy. So anyway, so I was like, wow. So people are gonna think that I'm always just doing this type of work, but no, they did disconnect me. But when I put the intention for Feminine Flame, that I'm doing the work for Feminine Flame, this is the funny. This is the behind the scene of Feminine Flame. Actually, today is the behind the scene of Feminine Flame. What comes to this to you every single day, what we do to bring this kind of work to you. So they also wanted me to mention that, because they were like, yeah, we're going to mention that we have back office, that we have lunch, that we go on walks together, that we do yoga together, for the collective and for us personally. So yeah, I'm going to be pulling 3 cards. I'm going to pull one from each deck. They asked me to do that today. They also want me to talk about the celebration for tonight, to stay safe, to stay protected, and to be the highest vibration that you've ever been in your entire life. If you don't know about high vibration, then put on some beautiful tunes. Oh, you just play us. Just play us, because boo, we are that tribe. You don't gotta switch the tone. You don't gotta switch the tone. Just switch the episode, and we got it. We got from A to B to C to E. So I'm gonna mute for a little bit, and you guys take over. I'm gonna talk to the guys a little deeper to see what they want to show us out of the 2021 into the 2022. And yeah.
I wanted to say this as well too, guys. Remember that we're human just like you are. Okay. And then also remember that there's times where some of us, either all of us or one of us, where we have blockages or we're out of alignment with ourselves as well as with source. So in us being Feminine Flame, because all 3 of us, we have to have our vibration right too, separately and together, because we are the Trinity, a united front, a united lighthouse for the world. If one of the 3 of us, if our energies is not right, it's going to make the light could be a different color. It could be not as bright, or it could be towards a different direction. So it's so important and vital for us 3 to do our inner work separately and together. And trust, when Angela was talking about the guides, at this point, I don't think that there's only one set of guides, or let's say it this way. Our guides are always together. Let's say it that way. My guides with Jessie guides, with Angela's guides, theirs with mine, because we was put together for a reason, to be this lighthouse for not just Jersey, Philadelphia, Kansas, for the earth. For the earth. That's everything on the earth. That's not just humans. That's everything. For the elementals, for the animals, for the mineral kingdom, for everything on the earth. We were put together to be that. So it's so important for us to be honest. This is why us 3 of us have been we've been triggered like crazy, going through it and throwing up. Remember, Jessie was outside and homeless for a whole day, and Angela experienced some stuff, and hey, I birthed something Tuesday. It's like, that's why we're going through this stuff that normally would take us out. We'd be like, okay, I don't even want to do this no more. Nope. I don't want to do the spirituality. I don't care what you're talking about. We definitely not doing feminine flame. No. It would have taken us out before, but we had us three, we said yes. So that means we have to do the work. We have to be a reflection of each other. Because there was so much stuff that was coming to me this week from me doing that on Tuesday that us three of us need to fix and do and look at ourselves and see ourselves, and is no more of, I'm not pointing fingers at you. It was like, we have such a huge mission. Are you willing for us to break up because of you, or what you need to heal or fix? And none of us was like, yep, we won't break up. No, we in it. We said yes. We took up this torch and we're going to keep it in our hands and move forward. So I wanted to say that to you all too, so you really truly understand and overstand feminine flame, and that it's not just that we're doing work for ourselves individually, or that we are not a mirror for each other. But even in that was growth, because there was times where I did not have the courage to tell myself that I had an issue, let alone someone else. So we grew in that. And even like my issues with women, we grew in that. There's no issues. We are unstoppable. You can't stop this, boo. Keep trying, because we know they are. Whatever. We goddesses. We ain't playing. I mean, we are not playing.
Can I just add, well, you spoke my mind, but you know how it is. We speak in the same mind. It was a yes. It was a divine yes. And that divine yes keeps us, holds us, because we got more to do. But this is what we're showing to you all to help. And other thing that the Spirit said is that what we do, it's you all. It's reflection. We're feminine flame because we said yes, and we're standing here now, but so are you. So are you. So are you. All right. I'm complete.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm excited. I'm excited for the transformation. I'm excited for everything. So last night when I was doing work and getting ready for today, I asked the guides, what is the activation that we need for 2020, 21, 20, 22? What is it that we need to take with us, and what it is that we need to remove? And Spirit said, you know it. Your spirit knows it. Your spirit's been yelling at you for the longest for you to get rid of these things. Speaking to your spirit is the one of the most powerful things that you can ever do for yourself, for your vibration, for everybody, for everything. So the ancient activation for Kuthumi was he is the wisdom in the wisdom in the wisdom. So we're going to be activating the wisdom in our Kundalini energy so that we can walk into 22 prepared for this amazingness. And if you want to know where I get this information, this is from my Divine Master Ancient Wisdom book from Kyle Gray. And this is all the energies of the masters and the masters and the masters, and how to invoke the energies and how to work with the energies, how to bring the energy into life, how to manifest these energies into your life, and how to actually go to sleep and have a straight up conversation where we're like, hey, boo. Hi, how are you? If you're allowed to get in there, right? If you open the portal correctly, if you do, Kyle goes into, so by the way, Kyle, for those of you guys that don't know, or this is your first time here, Kyle is the gentleman that writes these cards. He also writes books, and as the angel of mine, I follow his work very much. So he's an angel. He's been speaking to angels since he was 8 years old. So I go back to him every single time that I need more help bringing the knowledge, bringing the wisdom to us here on Feminine Flame. For me, myself, when I'm down, when I'm depressed, when I'm like in a corner and I don't remember who I am. Like, okay, girl, she forgot who she is today. All right, let's give her a book. So I opened and last night to this, and I am willing to clear all karmatic debts or doubts that have stood between me and my gifts and my experiences of the ancient wisdom. Not only are we doing this beautiful activation that the guys gave me last night, but the card that I pulled was from Saint Germain, and Saint Germain is the releaser of karma. He takes karma and he eats it like if it's potato and squeezes it out and says, no more, boo. We're going to like put this into the world. We're going to heal this. We're going to work with the purple energies. We're going to work with all the dimensions. We're going to get some healing. You hear me? So move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. And that is what we're doing right now. This is what we're doing for 2022. This is what we're doing for ancients and ancients of time, because we're coming out of whatever crap we were dealing with for years and years and years, and we didn't know who we were, right? Because somebody or something was telling us that, hey, girl, like, no, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to keep you in the cave over there. You're gonna have to go work for this person, and then they have no soul, no nothing. But you know what? It's an energy. It's a very respected energy, and it is here to balance the planet, and we respect it. But now Feminine Flame is asking you to come out of that coma, boo. Come out of that coma. Come out of there. Leave those stuff behind. And we're going to be doing amazing things together. So I'm going to share the activation after I read the cards, because it's very, very powerful. The first time that I experienced the golden ray of light in my body vibrated for days into days. And it continues, and I activated it last night again. So if I was like too much, it's because I activated this golden light of energy in my body and my DNA, and my DNA is just bright and just wants to be like, okay, let's go out and play, because we're representing gold today. You know, we're representing gold today. We're representing the sun today. We're representing that beautiful, powerful, amazing, flaming energy. So yeah, somebody's taking over. All right, so let's read a little bit about the card, and then I'm just gonna let it fly again because she wants to fly. Karma is in the spiritual law of cause and effect. We experience many levels. Some we inherit from our family, and some that people keep helping out of problems. They keep creating it. So we create karma for ourselves also by saying no to the shadow work. Okay, so we're gonna leave that ego in 2021, and we're gonna hop this portal into 2022 and leave those two behind, the karma behind, the ego behind. We're gonna leave that there. I'm sorry, actually the energy is just showing me that there's a vacuum cleaner collecting all the drama, collecting all the so you put all of these beautiful things that you want to let go of, because we created a portal that has a vacuum cleaner. With this audio right here and the work that we did yesterday, we created a vacuum cleaner, and also it in a bigger slide. Let me give you a visual of it. It's it's right over there. It's a vacuum cleaner that comes to collect the energy that didn't serve you in 2021. So if drama was it, boom. If you want to quit smoking, boom. If you want to go dancing more and you want to put it in your positive pile, there's another one. There's another portal open on this side. So there's a vacuum cleaner that's gonna take it into the ether. It's gonna take it out there. There's also, to symbolize this, you can do a ritual of burning things, and the ashes will bring it in to that portal, into that vacuum cleaner that is gonna take it out, those ashes and all of that beautiful things. So yeah, put all of that into there. Jermaine, I love you so much. You're coming through like waterworks today. Like, what? Jermaine, this is because Jermaine was sharing about the healing hands yesterday into our chat and how beautiful our healing hands are. So my guide just taught me something. So when they were showing me a web, and I know that Tiffany's here and she did an amazing flow. I wasn't physically there on Zoom, but I was there, because when I was in the park, my guide showed me the golden web again. Not only did they show me the golden web, but they showed me my hands were so hot and so like healing, and I was blowing into where the park is, and I was like this, and then sometimes I would go like this, like if I was like Superman and Wonder Woman all at the same time. And I was like, okay, well, this is nice burning, but I like it. And I was putting out there, and with the flow of our energy, how we flow in our, we do the flow in the morning. Sometimes we do yoni sets, sometimes we do meditations, that dances, and yoga with master. Yoga with master is on another level. So like we go from level like baby right here, and then in 11 days we go to level 11. Sometimes we don't even know which portal that I walked out of. So we're going to be sharing all that stuff here on Feminine Flame. We're also going to be sharing what's your favorite position, what was the breaking point that took you to the next level when Master spoke today, because these are moments in our life that change, transform, transmute, and heal things, and we're bringing that into this portal. And all of this portal is like, what? I'm open, I'm going, what? Yoni magic, my 6 of us doing magic, making magic, and D's there. The 7th person, the 7th energy was D, by the way. Boom, thing, and the dogs and everything else. And then this car, I know, so animated today. Wow, so animated. Boom. This one is expecting miracles. Yes, boo. 2022. Expecting miracles. Oh yeah, she's so happy. She's out there like, poof, I'm gonna give you gold. Poof, I'm gonna give you gold. More gold, more gold. She sounds like Tinkle last night. Tinkle was saying, and you get a jet, and you get a jet. Today is you get a miracle, and you get a miracle, and you get a miracle. Put it in the chat. You get a miracle, and I get a miracle. We all get miracles. Place yourself in a golden light. Yes, we're gonna activate that golden light today, boo. Yes, that's right. We work for a very powerful league of angels that bring us to the fore to collectively all together. So place a golden light. We're gonna do that. Remember that the light of God is within you. Yes, boo. Feel that in. Feel it. Your soul. Good things can happen for you and to you. But in order to manifest something wonderful in your life, you have to believe that it's possible. You couldn't be seeing the miracles needed as possible, even too big for you. Ultimately, these things are blocking you. Like Queen said, this is why we're purging everything for this week, because 2022, no more blockages. No more blockages. Feel grateful for the blessings. Feel grateful for waking up today, because there are people in this beautiful world that are not able to wake up today. They don't have the luxury of having clean water or having a meal over their head or their table and clothes over their head. And you're able to wake up today and smell the roses. Look at the sky, look at the wind, smell it, smell all of it. Go to the park. There's people that are not able to do that. And you can. So enjoy the miracle of life. Enjoy the miracle that is bringing to you, because yes. And guess what, boo? This card for the moon is bringing it in, because guess what? Yes, I am the moon goddess. I do have special codes. I do have special gates that I can open. I do have special permission and special friends and special powers that I use. So boom, 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 she's here to be amazing. She's here to make a statement. She says, be bold and make the first move. Boom. Be bold. Be bold. Be bold. 2022, she's gonna let her fly, because 2022 is gonna be that year. We're gonna do it. We're gonna level up. We're gonna work together. We're gonna be like spicy everything. We're gonna flame on. And if you did not feel the flame, boo, you must check yourself, because the temperature is hot. It's so hot. Like, what? Who did that to me? Who did it? And I'm gonna mute for a little bit, and I'll give you the activation later. Girls, share, do your thing, because this 2022 is about to come in real strong.
I just put it in the chat. Affirm, I'm spicy. With a fire emoji, because I'm spicy. That's what I'm talking about. Affirm me below. I'm spicy. I am bold, and I make the first moves. Affirm that as well too. I am grateful. Affirm, I believe in miracles. Affirm, no more blockages. No more blockages. Affirm all of that stuff. Affirm it, affirm it, affirm it. All right, Angela, go girl.
Oh my goodness. That was all. That was all. Woo! Oh my goodness, everyone. Praise Allah. Oh, we cannot make this up. We don't. It comes, and feel it. That's the feel it. Can you feel it? 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 Yes. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty. That is the beauty in this. That is the beauty. Because we are waking up. We are waking up, and we're coming strong, and we're helping each other to do it. You are not alone. No, you are not alone. No one is. That's part of the fear. That's part of the false. What is it again, D? The false imaging appearing real. No.
Okay, you're saying fear.
Fear.
False evidence appearing real.
False evidence appearing real. And you know what we put energy to? We bring life to it. Even false things. So all that evidence, all the different stuff is being told to us, all of the crowded in our heads, we give it life by just giving it our energy. So now we're taking our energy back, right? We're reeling it back. We're taking our energy back, and we're putting the energy where it's supposed to be, right? And oh man, that made me think of Tony right there. She said, I'm taking it back, reel it in. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing for the end of 2021, going into 2022. I just want to make a disclaimer. Everyone in Philadelphia and around the world, they're asking everyone who's going to celebrate tonight, like Dee said, please be careful. And if you are able to make it out to all the free stations that they have out there, just to test negative, it comes back really quick. because I know everyone wants to be together. Do your due diligence. All right. Go out, be responsible, take it real quick. I've taken it, I don't know how many times between Colombia and the United States, but it's very quick. It does come back to you like within 10, 20 minutes, and you'll know if you're safe to go out with your friends. All right. So please do that for everyone, for yourselves, for your family. All right. Enjoy this night together. Sing, dance, be bold, yell to the sky, give your gratitude, be happy. Bring in this year the right way. That's right. Bring it in high, come in flaming hot, and don't let no one stand in your way. Yes, it is hot. I have the windows open, and it's cold outside, but I am sweating like crazy. It is burning in here. I even looked over and said, oh, I do have the windows open. And it ain't no joke in Philadelphia today. But where I'm right here, oh, I don't know where this heat is coming from. Yeah, I know where it's coming from. That's a lie. I know where the heat's coming from. Everyone, we love you all. We love you all. This is, oh my goodness. We've been on it for almost 2 hours. And I didn't even know it. Wow. Amazing.
We're not through.
I know. It's been
Time
almost
flies when
2
you're
hours.
having fun.
Yes,
Exactly.
time flies when you're having fun. It has almost been 2 hours. We're 20 minutes shy. Wow. I love this.
Oh yeah.
I could stay on forever.
I'm gonna blow my whistle.
Yeah. Oh, let me hear. And she has her hair up.
You know I'm full of surprises. You know, first of all, Charmaine did that for me yesterday because she had her pot with a stick, you know, raising up the vibration. So and I have my bell. So you know, this is how we do. Now I got a whistle and my pots, because you know I'm about to set this place on fire. The alarm has twice already. My sage, okay, so so my beautiful plant star, I have a plant-based star. They're amazing. So yesterday, stars are sage plant that I have grown through the year, since the summertime. But in the wintertime, sage is not so friendly, right? So the plant told me yesterday, I know, stars is their name. Stars is their name, that I should be burning the sage that it's in the pot. So I was like, I'm sorry, come again? Yeah, you should burn it. And because you know, it's just the leaves, it's not the bundle. I wish it was the bundle, boo, because you know, but the plan was like, you know, you have grown us, you showed us love, and all the love that you put into the plant. This is your, by the way, that's my ancestral plant base. So like those are my ancestor plants, and this is called stars. So you know, you have spoken to us so much, you've given us so much love and amazing and energy, and you know, you talk to us like we're like friends. So how about we help you with the energy and you put it in this? They even told me where to put it, because I was like, how am I going to burn you? I don't have a, you know, thing. And they're like, oh, but you make pancakes. You know, you have a flat thing that you make pancakes, you can make it there. And I was like, oh my God, like what? Why didn't I name you guys Sage instead of Stars? And they were like, okay, come on now. Stars is a better name. Let's put some respect on the stage now. The ancestors are like going crazy. They're like saying things at this time. They're giving me words of affirmations. They're giving me words of wisdom. They're giving me words of encouragement for the new year, for this year, you know, getting rid of, like, let's put it into this intention. Guys, it was like this big, all full of like leaves and stuff. I put in the leaf there. I turn on the stage. I put it on from the bottom, and then they were like, no, like let's start burning from the top. Come on, let's flame on. And I was like, oh, okay, well, spicy over there. You see, that's where you get the word spicy from. Yeah, because, you know, so they were like, yeah, let's put it in here. So I did the whole setting for all of us. So we are guided, protected, and with amazing energy from all of our ancestors as well. So with that being said, let's get right into it, because, you know, they're saying, yeah, Jess, you know, you got to go and do some other stuff over there. So let's disconnect. That's just me speaking to my grandmother. She's amazing. My grandparents are amazing. Your grandparents are amazing, by the way, because when I speak to my grandparents, I speak to your grandparents, and when they come through is my grandparents and your grandparents. You might not put it together right now, but later on, when you think about your ancestors, they're gonna start talking to you, and you're gonna be like, oh, she's crazy. No. I'm actually one of those people that hang with them and say, hey, come on out, let's talk about it. So my mom says that we were not doing this in our family line. What do you think about that? Then they call somebody to help. And then here we are. So with all seriousness of this activation, let's take a deep breath in. I'm going to be grandma now. This is beautiful energy for 2020. This is something that our ancestors put together for us. So I'm just a vessel, I guess, to deliver it here in Feminine Flame. And if you have anybody else that needs this kind of love, acknowledgement, encouragement, and leveling up in their life, then you send them the video and you say, hey, maybe you can get to know you by just showing up for you with the girls. And the energy that we're awakening today is the energy of enlightenment, the energy of wisdom. Thank you, Enlightenment Master Kuthumani. And that is what happens. But we want you to be very comfortable and taking in this energy, because this energy is amazing. It's going to take you to the next level. We believe, as we sit here and see, that this can transform you. This light can evolve you. The golden light is the light that takes you to the next level in the universe. Thank you for upgrading my frequency with the golden light of wisdom. I welcome in this incredible light as it activates my gifts and the wisdom I have previously abandoned, rejected, or ignored. I am filled with golden ray of source light. I am activated by the golden rays of source light. I awaken the ancient wisdom of source light in myself. I am a light. I'm in light with the golden light of source light. Thank you, Kuthumi, for being my spiritual doorkeeper, for protecting me as I awaken the ancient wisdom locked within me. Thank you for guiding me along my path and for helping me reclaim a more vibrant and devotional connection with Source, so that I can feel more connected, supported, aligned with spiritual wisdom. I am willing to see the world differently. I am willing to see the world through the golden rays of Source. I am awakened. I am activated. I am aligned. And so it is. We will be putting this into the chat so that you can say it to yourself. Say it to yourself so that the energies are awakened. The energies are powerful. So believe that you are entering into a portal of magnificence, because that is the portal that we love you so, so very much. And let's see, before I close the portal of the ancestors, does anybody else wants to say anything? Because we are enter into 2022. No, hold yourself accountable for waking up. Hold yourself accountable for being in alignment with your actions and your purpose and your dreams and your everything. We love you so much. Here's the girl, like a game show. Here are the girls.
That is amazing. Here are the girls. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was fire. That was fire. And then in this time, Jesse, when you asked the ancestors, was there anything else to say? I'm like, I want to ask them something, you know. I almost like, okay, Grandma, are you there? Great Grandma, are you there?
We can do that on another show.
So amazing. So amazing. I love it. Oh my gosh. Angela, I'm gonna hand it back over to you. I think I'm complete as well too.
Oh wow, this is amazing, and I'm just, we are just so grateful to be able to be vessels to do this for everyone, to be able to share in the experience and to help everyone in their personal journeys. Knowing that when I see you, I see myself. That we are not alone in this. We are so thankful to be able to go into this next year prepared, open, willing, honest, with a refreshed view of life and each other. To know that we're being taken to higher heights than has ever yet been attained. And we're willing, we're open, and we are finally loving who we are. What a beautiful high vibration that we are on. I'm so thankful. And I'm so happy. I am blissfully happy for all of us. Now let's spread this light. Keep spreading this light. Be bold. Set your souls on fire with love. And give it out. Because when you do it, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Because we're here. And this is it. We are creating our new earth. Ooh! You all! Fire! Fire!
For all guys, we want to thank everybody that helped Feminine Flame grow.
Yes!
That put us together, that put us apart, that broke us, that had us on, you know, all those chats that we're into, all of our families, our friends, everything. We love you. Because of you is that we are who we are. We get to show up every single day for you, for me, for you, for yourself, for ourselves, for our family, for everybody. Continue to show up for 2021. Continue to show up for 2022, because the universe is taking you on this journey with us. We're going to be doing it because guess what? The more we elevate, the more you elevate. The more we do this, the more everybody does this. So 2021, make it count. And guess what? If you want to set a different tone, I'm going to put another thing in the chat, and that is so that you can go and put your wish that you want to the big ball of New York City. So when that confetti comes out, that is wishes that is coming down, that is exploding, that is vibrating with that beautiful, amazing crowd. And you get to write it out and they put it in the bowl. And guess what? At the end of the year, poof, we are out. We love you so, so, so much. We are feminine flame.
Have a safe and prosperous new year. Everyone be safe. Love each other. Smile, dance, sing, and bring in this new year right. We love you all, and we will see you all tomorrow. Love you.
In my PJs.
Thank you.
In my PJs. In my PJs.
It's coming off. Put no PJs.
Did you say put your PJs on? I'm thinking I will.
This coming off. This coming
All
off.
right.
Yeah.
Right. That's how we roll. Love you guys.